It's time for the realest business show on radio, Balogun and Broad. Balogun and Broad talks about how the issues in the news affect businesses of all sizes and the people who work for these businesses. So, two big questions on the show today. Can your business survive rising diesel prices? And number two, how do traders recover from market fires? Those are the two issues we're talking about today because they were the two biggest stories in Lagos last week. We've been watching diesel prices nationwide go up. We saw a terrible fire at Apombo Market last week, which even damaged Eco Bridge. Which brings me to today's business hard fact. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, has told Nigerians to expect price increases in goods because of soaring diesel prices. Remember that diesel prices have more or less tripled since January. We were talking about 260 naira per liter back then. Now we are in the neighborhood of 750 naira. And also remember that last year, MAN told us that for an average manufacturer, independent energy costs up to 30% as far as their expense is concerned. It makes up about 30% of their expense. And that was before the diesel hike. So we're probably now at closer to 45%. And that's why manufacturers are saying that the costs of their goods are about to go up. And it's not just manufacturers. MultiChoice announced last week that they are raising DSTV and GoTV subscription prices. They're blaming, quote, the rising costs of inflation and business operations, end quote. Last October, when MultiChoice also raised prices, they mentioned diesel as one of their operating costs. Remember that apart from the satellite service, they're also running production studios and satellite uplink stations. These places cannot go down because of no light. They have to keep them running. And that means diesel. Another sector that relies heavily on diesel is transportation. And over the weekend, we heard from Primero. Primero operates the BRT system here in Lagos. For 3 days this weekend, Primero reduced BRT service to skeletal levels. They said it was because their diesel costs had gone up, while they couldn't raise ticket prices. They claim to have gone back to full service, but the question is, how long can they operate at that level for if the diesel prices stay this high or even increase? And of course, transport costs affect the cost of all goods that get moved across the country. So food, chippings, cement, all of it. If transportation is expensive, you're going to pay more for those things. So what I want us to do this evening, Lagos, is let's talk about how the price of diesel is affecting your business. The business you own, the business you run, the business you work for. Does it rely on diesel for power supply or transportation? How has the rise in price affected you guys? Women, call me on 01465-7190, 01465-7190. Men, call me on 0700-993-993-993. Some of my colleagues and friends who work at other radio stations have had to cut down on the hours that they work because their radio stations are now closing. Some of them at 6 p.m., some of them at 8:30 p.m., some of them at 10:30 p.m. A lot of radio stations are not running 24 hours anymore. Some offices are having to close at 1 p.m. now because of the cost of diesel. The business you own, run, work for, does it rely on diesel for power supply or for transportation? 0700-993-993-993. There's WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. Hello, thanks for calling.
Good evening, Sandra.
Good evening, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, this is Pastor Ladipo calling from Orilego.
Welcome, Pastor Ladipo.
You see, I don't know, is it that the diesel is scarce? Because we don't even understand what is going on. All we know is that the price and the cost of commodity, because of this diesel, is going up.
So it's
As
not,
I'm talking to you,
it's not
I'm talking
scarce.
to you right
It's
now.
not scarce, but the war in Ukraine is affecting the price because Ukraine is Ukraine is a big supplier of diesel to the rest of the world.
So what they are telling us now is that if the war in Ukraine does not stop, they will continue to have this experience.
That's right.
Now, may God save our nation. But the thing is really bouncing hard, though. Seriously. Thank you and God.
Thank you and God bless you as well. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Good to have you on the show. Good evening, sir.
Chimeze, calling you from Ibejileki.
Chimeze, how's the cost of diesel affecting you?
As I'm talking to you right now, since day before yesterday, I'm a carpenter. Where I am working, all the equipment that I'm using a big generator.
Okay.
Since 3 days now, I've not been able to go work. I have turned to housewife, taking care of my children at home.
Aww.
Because of diesel.
Okay.
We are in a big mess in this country, but I thank God that all of us, we are suffering for it. Because that's where we find ourselves.
Okay, so is it your bosses that say you should not come to work, or is it, is it your own business, or you're working for somebody?
I cannot be able to get diesel.
Oh, how much did you see?
As of Friday, I bought 850.
850 for a liter?
Yes, yes.
How much were you buying before?
I was buying 350, 380.
Before? Now,
yeah.
Oh my God.
So, and the job I'm doing is contract. It's under bit of contract. Now, if I continue the job, I will not be able to pay workers. So I have to hold on.
But won't you be late on the contract?
No, the people that gave me the job is Indians in Dangote Refinery.
Okay.
I've talked to them, they refuse. They say that agreement is agreement. So I have to hold on. So
what will you do?
I don't know. Now I'm stranded. That's where we find ourselves. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you very much for calling. Aking is in Okpa. Hi, Aking.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Turn your radio off. How are you?
I've turned it off already. Please let me ask this question. So if the war in Ukraine continues to linger now, so will the effect of this scarcity of diesel will continue to affect us in Nigeria?
It will, yes.
It's the crude we are stealing from the ground here. This is not part of byproduct of the crude.
Yes, but we refine it outside and ship it in. We don't refine it here.
Oh wow! They should cover up their face in shame. Honestly.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done there. Akin, thank you very much for calling. Because Ukraine is a big supplier of diesel to a lot of the world. But because they are not supplying as much as before, their supply lines have been affected by this war. It means that other people who have small supply of diesel, they are now the ones who are selling, and they're going to sell to the big buyers first before they start selling to countries like Nigeria. So the demand has gone up and there's not enough supply, which means it's very expensive now. So as long as that war continues, it's affecting Nigeria. We've got Ayo and Ijani King. Hi, Ayo.
Good evening, Sandra.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing cool.
Okay.
It's a pity that all through the debate, from the beginning to the end, I called, but I could not get you connected.
Oh, sorry.
Simple. I'm the one you sent message to in my inbox on Facebook.
Okay.
We had issues to discuss, but I could not even point them out during the debate.
Okay.
But those ones are gone now.
Okay.
The issue of the debate, the diesel, is a big problem. In my community now, we have no license yesterday. Every company that has to use diesel, all the places I've been to today, they are not working. Wow. They can't afford to buy diesel after the one they bought yesterday, and they don't know how long this light issue will linger.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get some products. I was supposed to supply some people. They could not even give me, the middleman, not to talk of giving those people that will be the end user, because there is no diesel for production. That is what we are facing here in Nigerian. Since yesterday, there has never been light. It's affecting us, and it's a big issue. Our own, we are living in another Lagos. not the same Lagos with all of you on the VI.
Aya, thanks for calling. We appreciate it. But yeah, the Russo-Ukrainian war is the reason why you're seeing higher diesel prices. Russia is a major oil exporter, so the war has raised oil prices. But Ukraine is also a major exporter of refined petroleum products like diesel. So the disruption in supply from those countries has increased prices globally, right? And since Nigeria, in spite of all our crude oil imports, most of the diesel we need, well, we are currently at the mercy of the market. That's one of the ways that the stories we talk about on the Big Three Global affect your life here in Nigeria. You know, Big Three Global, by the way, is every Friday from 3 to 4 right here on Hard Facts. So make sure you're tuned in at 3 p.m. on Friday when we talk about what happens in other parts of the world and how they affect us here. Now, what this means is that, like a lot of people have called to ask, as long as the war in Ukraine goes on, we should expect crazy diesel prices here. And that leads to a very serious question, right? Can your business hang on if the diesel price stays this high or keeps climbing for the next 3 months? Seriously, reason out. Your business fit survive if it hang on if this war continues for the next 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. Can your business hang on if the diesel prices stay this high or keeps climbing for the next 3 months, next 6 months, how about 1 year? 01465 7190 0700 993 993 993. Gahir is on the line.
Yeah, Sandra, I would almost drop my call.
Oh, thank God you didn't drop. Oh, welcome.
Yeah, because I was waiting.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I work for a business that use diesel. I work in a hotel, and you know what that means.
Oh, no. How are you people coping?
Honestly, our management, there is a lot of complaint, and the worst thing is we always, maybe we don't have guests. You know, imagine we have 83 rooms, most of our guests between this month is just 13 guests, you know, can imagine that.
Okay.
And so we are just burning diesel and all of that.
So it's not a big hotel, huh?
It's a big, I say 83 rooms hotel.
Yeah, so it is a big hotel, yeah. And no guests.
Yeah, no guests. And also we are suffering from that.
So how will I go do? What will you do?
I don't know, because no hotel is paying service charge, salary, and all of that. Honestly, I'm also feeling for the company as well. Honestly, yeah. And then talking about Ukraine and Russia were affecting the price of diesel. What happened to our own diesel that we took from here and refined? Can't they just, okay, this is what they are refining, bring it back to Nigeria without selling to other people? I don't know. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you for calling, Gahiru. I appreciate it. We've got Uche on the line. Hi, Uche. Thanks for calling us. Uche, hello. All right. Doesn't look like they're ready to hand us Uche yet. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Good to have you on the show, sir. What's your name?
Yeah, Joe from Bariga.
Joe from Bariga. Are you feeling this diesel?
Sandra, when we discuss all these matters, it sounds very laughing. It's a laughing stock. So, and then we are laughing over it, and then we are finishing. The country is finishing, and then we are laughing.
How we go to
every day we sit on our comfort zone and then discuss laughing matters in these situations. In our comfort zone, we discuss. Nigerians, they are comfortable. You know, struggling and smiling this time around. It's a terrible situation.
It is.
This is what we get from APC government. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. To be fair, Nigeria has been exporting her crude for a long time and importing refined crude products for a long time, longer than the APC has been in office. But one can argue that that's one of the things that this government promised to come in and change, right? And how's that going? 99.3. Hello.
Yeah, President Sandra.
Good to have you on the show, sir. What's your name?
Thank you very much. This is your defense. Senior Special Advisor on General Duties. Quick one, President Sandra.
Good, yeah.
the modular refinery that the vice president always mentioned. He mentioned somewhere in Imo State. Is it Egbema or somewhere around the Jemekuru? Egbema, yeah, in Imo. They were clapping for him then. The one in Port Harcourt, the one in Warri. So before this Korean war, what do they call them?
Ukrainian war.
Ukrainian war. They've been here, Russia will attack, Russia will not attack. They sit down across their leg. Like that last caller. They export our crude, right? They refine, yeah? What of those ones they are importing, the ones they refine? Why must they wait for the one that will come from Ukraine or Russia? The local refinery here, instead of working with those guys, some of these big contractors that build roads, they go and buy those diesel that those guys refine. Government started clamping on them. The navies will burn those things, burn the whole thing away, get those guys, tell them what and what to do for the meantime. Make use of them. No. Everybody cross legs. Now the heat is on everybody now. Diesel 600 and something naira. But they don't even have somewhere in Falomoye. I saw the signboard. When I said, this one is even cheaper, 600 and something. I asked the government, when I get this, they say no. So, it's better for every one of us now, because when I've been saying it, things are not working. We are taking sides with this government. Things are not working. They thought I'm joking.
Chris, thanks for calling. We've got Habib in Ikorodu on the line. Hi, Habib. Habib, are you there? Habib is not there anymore. Habib, thanks for calling us, though. Lagos, our numbers are 0700-993-993-993 for men. For women, 01465-7190. Today, we're asking a very simple question. Can your business survive rising diesel prices? If the prices continue to rise, if they continue to climb for the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, can your business hang on? We're talking about this because diesel prices have more or less tripled since January. We were talking about 260 a liter back then. Now we are 750, 850, like the gentleman who called me, who's a carpenter, who called me to talk about his own particular business. If you just tuned in, this is Balogun and Broad. Balogun and Broad is the realest business show on radio. We talk about how issues in the news affect businesses of all sizes, right? And we had 2 real big issues in the news last week. And we're talking about them today. So the diesel prices rising nationwide, and the terrible fire at Akbombo Market last week, which damaged Echo Bridge. So these business, very real, affecting businesses all over of different sizes. We're talking about them right now. Especially because the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has told Nigerians to expect increases in goods because of soaring diesel prices. These are people that told us, I believe it was last year, that for an average manufacturer, independent energy costs make up about 30% of their expense. And this was before the diesel hike. So maybe now we're talking about 40-45%. That's why manufacturers are saying, more things go increase. I also told you about MultiChoice. They just announced last week that they're raising GoTV and DSTV subscription prices. They're blaming the rising cost of inflation and business operations. Transportation also relies heavily on diesel. For those of you who use BRT, how far? Do we have more BRT buses back on the road? Because the operators of the BRT system, Primero, told us over the weekend that they had to reduce BRT service to skeletal levels. They said it was because their diesel costs had gone up and they don't want to increase ticket prices for BRT. They said they've gone back to full service now, but you're the one who will tell me, because I don't use BRT, so I don't know. You're my eyewitness reporter on the ground. How will they be? How will they go? And we all have to remember, of course, that transport costs affect costs of goods that get moved across the country. So food, shippings, cement, everything will increase because diesel prices are high. How is it affecting your business? Before you call me, I've got information for you before we take a break. Yes?
Yes, I do. I have some very good information for you. This one is important, right? Vaccines save lives, and the development of safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines are a crucial step in helping us get back to doing all the things that we love. It's important to be vaccinated as soon as it's your turn, even if you already had COVID-19. Don't say, I've had COVID, so I'm immune. No, no, no. Getting vaccinated is a safer way for you to develop immunity from COVID-19 than getting infected. To register for vaccination against COVID-19, please log on to mphcda.vaccination.gov.ng. That is mphcda.vaccination.gov.ng.
All right, we've got Solution in Idiroko on the line. Solution, are you there? Hello, Solution. All right, Solution is not there anymore. I was hoping that Solution was going to give us a solution, but call us back, okay? 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good evening.
Good evening, ma. What's your name?
This is Grandma Noye from Ogulujiare.
Grandma Nonye, is diesel affecting you?
Just listen to what I have to say.
Okay.
You see this, all this diesel, this, that. Let us thank God for this fresh air that nobody is controlling. Isn't it very great?
It is, but the fresh air no kuku day now because heat won't keep person. The fresh air no day again. Heat won't keep person.
The fresh air day, as I day here, just finishing my lunch dinner.
Okay.
The breeze is coming free of charge.
Okay.
May God bless God.
Okay.
Who has seen the plight of man and kept all the important things from man. May God help this country. We shall get there by the special grace of God Almighty in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen. Thank you, Grandma, for calling. I should go and find Grandma's house and sit with her and get some of that fresh air that Grandma is enjoying, along with the lunch / dinner. We've got Dolakbo on the line. Hi, Dolakbo.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Dolakbo.
Good evening, Dolakbo. How you doing?
I'm fine. Regarding what you're discussing, I'm on my way home.
Okay.
But the thing is, this diesel stuff is general, and even small businesses these days are suffering from it.
Is it affecting you?
It's not affecting me directly,
Okay.
though we've not been having lights. Even the street lights on our street doesn't have light,
Right.
because we've been powered with a generator.
Okay.
And people should stop talking that it's APC party, PDP party. These people are just the same thing. They can decide to switch from one party to another in the same day. It's easy for them. Look at Obaseki and whatsoever then. Switch from one party to another because the ticket, he wasn't being given the ticket then. And he immediately switched and got the winning. So these people are just the same thing. We can't say, okay, we want clinical leader. Now, we have been saying Peter Obi. He has his own record. Bring your record. What can you do for us? That is what you should be looking at. Because all these people are just the same. I'm scared. Nigeria is going down. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, Dolakbo. Thanks for calling. We'll take a break. When we come back, it will be time for more Balogun and Broad. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Don't go away.
This is Hard Facts.
To grow a business in Nigeria, your connections have to be strong. And I'm not talking about some godfather in the villa or plugs in the corridors of power. No, it's the small, everyday connections like how quickly do you address customer queries? How effectively do you track your staff progress? Yeah, that's the kind of connection we're talking about. And to be that connected, you need a reliable partner like Airtel Business.
That's right. With Airtel Business, you enjoy reliable, unlimited fixed internet that keeps all your business connections seamless. You also enjoy 24/7 dedicated care lines. Contact Airtel Business at ng.airtel.com today.
Airtel, the smartphone network. That voice in my head that kept mockingly saying, Femi, what happened
to your financial goals.
Got so loud that I could not take it anymore. I just had to do something about it. This year, I took a bold step and reached out to Capital Field Investment Group Limited. And just like that, financial planning that seemed so daunting became so smooth and rewarding. I got a reliable partner that stands by me through all financial highs and lows, helping me make my money make me more money. You too can achieve growth, security, and stability with Capital Field. For inquiries and access to unbeatable loan, savings, and investment products, call 01-4547-432 or visit capitalfield.com. Thank me later.
Capital Field Investment Group, the field where money grows.
My darling wife, now we can buy original solar products and pay over 12 months in the Cloud Energy Better Life promo.
It's an amazing offer for solar bundles, inverter bundles, solar panels, batteries, Sunbox solar home systems, and charge controllers.
You now cook my food and keep it frozen fresh, and my drinks chilled 24/7. With our solar freezer, we sleep deep because our security lights are always on.
Thank you, my husband, for improving our lifestyle. Now we are free from NEPA, diesel, fuel, or generator wahala.
Key your family, school, office, or establishment into the Cloud Energy Better Life promo. Buy now and pay over 12 months.
0909 9000 901. 0802-5222-500. Email sales@cloudenergy.com.ng. Website www.cloudenergy.com.ng. Address 191 Ikorodu Road, Hangrove, Lagos.
Cloud Energy. Energy for better life.
Thanks for letting me stay the night.
You're welcome, dear.
I slept so well. Your bed is simply divine. And your pillows are so... like I was resting my head on a cloud.
Mocha makes amazing pillows. That one is the Crown Anti-Allergy Pillow.
I think it's time I changed mine. I have been using them for ages.
You should. Doctors recommend changing pillows every 1 to 2 years.
Really?
When was the last time you changed your pillows? Buy a Mocha pillow today and sleep healthy.
Mocha, adding comfort to life.
Someone gave me this script to read, but I'm JJ Kocha. I don't know how many words I must read in a minute. I play football, not Mr. Actor. I don't read scripts. I'm at my best when I feel this. That feeling? That's betking. Join us at betking.com.
When opportunity knocks, Doreen answers. It rolls up its sleeves and gets down to business. Doreen doesn't cry over yesterday's mistakes. It moves. Nothing ever gets done without someone doing. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
For those who want to make the right choices every day, choices that bring out the sparkle in you, and those that are inspired by you. The new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water is made just for you. So go ahead and get your sparkle on with the new Nestle Pure Life Sparkling Water.
In my house, the internet regularly disconnects. But I have now found the solution. It's super fast satellite internet. It's great. I can get internet everywhere. At home, at work, in the city, or in the village. No need for network to reach me. The internet is beamed to my house from space. Connect is a super fast internet solution offering speeds up to 100 megabits per second. All this from 6,900 naira per month. Find your nearest sales outlet at connect.com. Connect with a K in partnership with CoolLink.
Everyone is proud of the doctor I've become. I'm grateful to a lot of people, but especially for basketball and the grit I built as I learned the sport. The rejections taught me to keep fighting. The long hours taught me discipline. Knockdowns taught me to bounce back, and those unexpected victories that taught me never to give up.
Nourish and energize your kids with Milo Active Go to help them succeed in sports, because the great they learn in sports, they keep for life. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
It's the season of light. It begins and ends with the appearance of the crescent moon. The light, fast from dawn to sunset. Righteous minds, noble acts. Ordained fast of Ramadan. Muslims and Muslimas all over the world. The light, period of salvation and forgiveness, time of abundance and feasting. The Light with Sheriff Quadri, 4 a.m. daily and 99.3 Nigeria Info. For sponsorship, please call 0703 498 4352 today. Ramadan Kareem.
When opportunity knocks, Doreen answers. It rolls up its sleeves and gets down to business. Doreen doesn't cry over yesterday's mistakes. It moves. Nothing ever gets done without someone doing. So, what are we doing today? MTN.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You're still listening to Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. It's the realest business show on radio, Balogun and Broad.
If you earn a living, you probably own a business, work for one, or want to start one. Business is central to your life. But do most business shows really speak to you?
Today on the show, the $1 billion valuation of
Balogun and Broad does. Let's talk about the stock market and Alaba market. Let's talk about share IPOs and diesel supply LPOs. Let's talk about Broad Street.
The Nigerian Stock Exchange recorded an all-time high of...
And Balogun Street.
The maximum I was spent on fuel to and fro was 4,000.
On Balogun and Broad, Wednesdays at 5.
How do traders recover from market fires? How do traders recover from market fires? That's our second business story today. Before the break, we were talking about diesel prices. Now we're talking about market fires. Here's today's business hard fact. According to The Guardian, losses from market fires nationwide in 2020 and 2021 reached 41.5 billion naira. 41.5 billion. It's a huge amount, but it's not very surprising when you think about all the market fires you've heard about in the last 2 years. But I want to go beyond those numbers. Whenever we hear of market fires, we hear about the cost of destroyed goods and the number of stalls. But see, those goods belonged to people. Every naira reported as destroyed goods is 1 naira that an actual human being, a trader, has lost. To get back on her feet, she has to raise that 1 naira again and go back to restock. Every burned down stall you hear about on the news belonged to a trader. Even after restocking, if she wants to get back in business, she's going to need to raise more money, more rent money to get a new stall. Who is helping these traders get back on their feet? How are they raising the money to restart? How many of them are insured? How many of them are getting support from, say, cooperatives? If you're a trader, I want to hear from you today. If you are a trader, if you're listening to me from a market right now, from your stall in the market right now, I want to hear from you. If you know traders, I really want to hear from you. Because if you are plugged into that world, I know that you have heard what happens after these market fires. So gist me, tell me, how does it work? Women call me on 01465-7190. Men call me on 0700-993-993-993. And yes, you can talk some more about our first story on today's Balogun and Broad, where we talked about the rising diesel prices. There was a protest from some of the traders who work at the Akbombo market.
We have nowhere to go. We are just begging. They gave us 7 days quick notice. We are pleading on our behalf. They should plead in anywhere. They should help us. We have nowhere to go. We have no shelter. This is all our business doing. Since 35 years we've been playing this market. Please, we are just bleeding on them. They should forgive us and leave us alone to do our business.
All right, Lagos, let's talk 080-993-993 01465-7190. Hello, thanks for calling.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, this is Fuad calling you.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, can I talk on the hike about the diesel price?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised during this Buhari administration. Like, everyone's just being so silent. Like, there is no protest. Just like anything it brings to us, we're okay with it. The price of diesel is just too much. How would the price of diesel go from 270 or 250 to 700?
Right.
Then we're just comfortable. Like, I can remember vividly during Jonathan tenure, any small, hike in price of maybe petrol, we'll go out on the street and protest. No protest. I'm even confused. Though I'm a salary earner. Like, I work like an elephant and eat like, an ant. Like, even the salary is just not enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. I spend almost everything on transport because I live here.
Oh, no. Call us back if you can. 99.3, hello.
Hello, Sandra. Good evening.
Good evening. Good to have you on the show, sir.
Okay, my name is Tony Anele, calling you from Ijagama.
Tony Anele, welcome.
Okay. Please, Sandra, it's like this government has given one kind of injection to Nigerians. We are too docile in this country. I've never seen it this bad in my life. So, as I speak to you, by God's grace, I am not less than 60. So, I have never seen this country as bad as this. So, this is unaffordable, no electricity, fuel is nowhere to be found. I am not a user of diesel anyway, but by implication, one cannot be insulated from the problems associated from a high cost of diesel. I do distribution of household items, and each of the prices of goods has skyrocketed. So that is the byproduct of diesel increase. So you cannot say you are spared from the price increase at all. So, but what are we doing? Out of cooking gas. So cooking gas that Nigerians were buying 100 naira plus is now 750, 800 per kg. Nobody's saying anything. I don't know. So if these people are clamoring to come back, what are they coming to do? To finish us the one they have done so far? So that is why I am not a politician. I don't trust either PDP or APC. Are they not the same? They have killed this country. So I don't know if we are going to borrow from UK or from America to come and govern us. So we are waiting. With that of the Akwangwa market fire, so you ask yourself, is that place a marketplace in the first place? The answer is no. Under bridge. The government, honestly, is wicked and callous. Why will government see people establish business under bridge or places like that? They won't do anything at the initial stage until problem erupts, like now. So you will see them starting up that business. You won't chase them out. But now, crying when the head is already off is a pity. This country, in fact, needs redemption. That is my own take. Thank you and God bless you.
Tony Anele from Ijagama. We've got Ade in Ijesha. Hi, Ade.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
Very well, thank you very much.
Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, quite an interesting topic this evening on recovery from fire incidents. Not me directly, but my mom.
Okay.
I've experienced such before, and I know what we really went through.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me what you went through.
Okay, because once it happens, because it happens all of a sudden, right? And most of the goods are on credit in actual sense.
Right.
So we are left with the money you have in the bank, which most times is not enough to run the business.
Yeah.
So we're able to get back to our feet because we have built that trust with creditors, so they were able to advance a lot of credit lines to us.
So you had to get more goods on credit without settling the first one you got on credit.
Yes, exactly. So we were really indebted, right? But we knew that it was just for a short while, and within 6 to 8 months, we were back on our feet.
Okay.
But the good thing is, for traders that have not built that trust or the relationship with their customers and their creditors, they can never get back. So at a time like this, cooperative society, especially your customers and creditors, they play a vital role, in bringing you back to speed.
Okay.
Customers will come around and will say, this is not available, but this should be available the following week.
Right.
So when they come around and it's available, they may not have the quantity we get from other persons because it's like a network. So we can tap our network, get the goods, make a very small margin, And then it took a while, like 6, 7 months.
Wow.
And then we're back to our feet. But creditors play a significant role in bringing us back to our feet. The advanced lines of credit. So afterwards, I then, growing up, because my mom used to be into trade and business, all our goods are now insured. All our goods are insured against fire, theft, burglary.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, because I know that we shouldn't go through that kind of experience once more.
On your own,
and surprisingly, insurance is not that expensive. Right? You may see it as a sunk cost, but it's not that expensive. Consider your experience.
And it's definitely more expensive than having your goods burn in a fire.
Exactly. Exactly. So my advice is, for anyone, traders, ensure that you have the right relationship with your creditors. Be honest, have integrity, and then ensure you're good.
Okay. Dave, very helpful tips there. Thank you so much for calling. We've got Belinda in Surulere who says, Sandra, amazing program. We surveyed 20 hotels in Lagos and Abuja. On average, at 55% room occupancy, a 50-room hotel runs on diesel power generators for 15 hours every day. That's about 2 million naira per month on diesel alone. God help. Ooh. You wonder how these hotels pay staff salary, feed us when we sleep in these hotels, and also keep the lights on 24 hours. My God. Madam Sandra, my name is Kevin. Please, I want to drop information that I discovered. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give your number to... Let me just take a picture of it now so I don't forget, so that I can send it across to my newsroom and they will... follow up with you. Remember, of course, if you've got information that you think we really need to hear, you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. You can also send us messages, or you can also give us a call on our number. I'm going to share that number with you before the show is over. I have to find where I wrote it down. All right, so let me look at other messages we have here. This diesel price has affected things. No sale because customers are complaining that there's no money because they cannot pay. The crude oil is in Nigeria. Is there no diesel inside the process? Baba K is asking that question. APC government has run this country aground. Our survival now depends on the Russia-Ukraine war. Now diesel is 800 naira plus. No business will survive, Sandra Chuksoke says. Well, I do think that businesses will survive. I mean, it's going to be rough, but we're going to make it. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. But the one thing about us is that we're resilient. I was listening to a show earlier today, and one of the callers called in to Nigeria Info and said that the problem with Nigerians is that we're very elastic. That elasticity is a problem because, you expand and you expand and you expand. At some point, you go lax, I'm just hoping that we don't get to the point where our elasticity weakens, and we can't hold it in anymore, because I'm very worried about what will happen when we get there, if we get there. Joseph says, Sandra, during the war, Biafra did not lack fuel or diesel because of their modular refineries. So what are we saying now? If our refinery is working, we don't have any issue concerning the war in Ukraine. We have to be ashamed of ourselves. For me, we import motor parts, especially batteries. Now we pay as much as 1 million naira to transport one container from Apapa to trade fair. Joseph. Thanks for your message. The thing about modular refineries is that they are terrible for the environment. Remember, I moved from Port Harcourt to Lagos, and one of the reasons I left Port Harcourt was because of the soot problem. Like, you live in Port Harcourt, it's difficult to breathe because you're inhaling soot because of all the illegal refineries all over the place, you know. So if I don't know how they're going to do it and regulate it so that people don't die because of modular refining, but quite frankly, it's tough. You know, the way forward really is to fix our refineries, but fixing our refineries, we have to get real about it. We have to get serious about it. There doesn't appear to be a lot of political will to actually fix these refineries. These refineries are gulping a lot of money. Like, they're gulping an insane amount of money. For years, they've been gulping, you know, this insane amount of money for years. And all right. Honestly, I'm annoyed hearing your justification. Prices of items have been hitting the roofs months before this war began. I work for a wheat milling company in Nigeria. We import majority of our wheat from Ukraine and Russia, and the prices are still stable. Can you please stop your propaganda on behalf of this government? Leave Kings. All right, Kings. I understand your anger, but trust me, it's not propaganda. It is the truth. It is what it is. And the price of wheat has also increased. So you have two things increasing the price of wheat: the fact that Nigeria has restricted forex for those who want to import wheat, and the fact that Ukraine is a big supplier of wheat. Someone wants me to invite Jimmy Diso on my program. Okay. Jimmy and I will talk about it. We'll do a co-show. We've got a message from Precious who says, good evening. The price in diesel is something else now. My office could not run diesel gen due to the cost of it. And without diesel, we can't make production. Please let the government do something very fast. Precious, thanks for your message. Sandra, the best thing is for Dangote's refinery to come on board. I think the backlog of subsidy is what is delaying the kickoff. Dangote's refinery will take off more than 60% of the issue. It is madness to know that we have this raw crude and we're talking of Russia-Ukraine war stopping us from getting products. That makes no sense to me. That's David with that message on WhatsApp. Also on WhatsApp, good evening, Sandra. The politicians using hoodlums to attack any dissenting voice will boomerang at them later. You can see that kidnapping, banditry have slightly same pattern. Some of those causing this havoc were once used and later dumped by politicians. Presently, nobody is safe from their atrocities. Politicians should always remember that what goes around comes around. Chukuma seems to be talking about something that we're not talking about here on the show, but okay. Tayo says, an average insurance company always struggles with Jesus whenever they want to sell an insurance. They don't believe in it, and when the unfortunate happens, traders begin to lament to government when situations like this are avoidable. You know what? I think maybe I will bring an insurance person on Balogun and Broad so that we can talk about, what the mechanics of insuring your goods in a market entail. Frank from Ojo says, why is it that Nigeria's petroleum products is being sold at higher prices? It will not reflect in our lives, but anytime it goes up, we share in the high price. Please answer me. Okay. All right. More messages here on WhatsApp, but I think maybe let me just take one call, and then we'll wrap it up today. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, Sandra.
Good to have you on the show. Good evening.
Yeah, please, I just want to talk about this, the diesel price, the price of gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm a trucker.
Okay.
And as at 2 weeks ago, or last month, let me say, we buy gas for 9,000 naira. And all of a sudden, we started buying for 18,500 in less than 24 hours. And since it went up, the least it has come down to is 18,000 naira.
My God.
But the price of moving goods from Apapa to wherever is still the same. It's still the same. And you can imagine buying gas times twice the price you used to buy, and then the price of your logistics is still the same.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine what it takes. And sometimes you go far journey that takes you more than 4-5 kegs of gas.
Mm-hmm.
And you can imagine how much more you pay.
You're losing, yeah.
Then the Agberos on the road, they are not helping matters. And then you could think how much you come back home with. And nobody is saying anything. It has become a norm now. It has come to 17.5. And it's not going down more than that. You just have to accept the fact that it has come down to that. You can see how it is.
It is terrible.
It's difficult.
It is difficult. I understand. Thank you so much for calling. We've got Charles Sage, who says he's a facility manager in an 18-flat apartment, most of which are short-let. I buy diesel every week because of poor power. We used to buy diesel at 250, 300 earlier, but now it is 600, 700 plus. To be very honest, this whole thing is tiring, I beg. Charles Sage on Twitter with that message there. Charles, thank you so much for messaging us. That's all the time we have. That's all the messages I can take. There's a lot of messages. Unfortunately, I can't take all of them. My God. Well, fingers crossed it all works out. Fingers crossed it all turns out great, you know. I will say, though, that elections have consequences. I hope that when the next elections come, we don't say to ourselves, my vote will not count. The political parties are the same. The politicians are the same. I always say to you, look at the politicians. Which of them have talked about the things they want to do, and those things make sense to you, and those things sound doable to you? Because you're never going to get angels. You're always going to get politicians, and there are no politicians that are angels. None of them. Zero. So when it's time to vote, look out for your interest well. Because don't look out for, I support this person because if it give my person post. If it give your person post, your person no go remember you, or they know even if it give your person post at all. So that's not the kind of interest I'm talking about. Your personal interest, gone. And make sure you vote. Elections have consequences. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Good night, Lagos.
To grow a business in Nigeria, your connections have to be strong. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.